cuts my hair said she had a cockroach problem. She said, I've got a house, I have a person that comes and treats my house, I still see cockroaches. I said, you need to try these. I have them in my house. I don't see bugs anymore. My good friend Luca Puto. This is, in my opinion, one of our best values on any of the collections that we do, because they're all, these are all the same. They all do the same job. They're all powerful, and you get an 8-pack. And what that means, and you basically just plug these in your wall. It's an instant solution to getting rid of the bugs in your house. Today it's $8 off at $36.95. In fact, it's a better price than when I bought it. It's 3 flex of $12.32. So why do you want this? Well, listen, and maybe you've already got an existing pest service. I do. But I will tell you, I still see cockroaches. You know why? Because my pest service has to come out when the problem is there. Yeah. They're fixing it after it's already broken. I've already got cockroaches. They're leaving their eggs. So what this does is it works from the inside out. Right. What it does is it sets up this barrier so that the mice and the rats and the ants and the spiders, worst thing for me, spiders, and the cockroaches don't even want to come in your house. Isn't that smarter than spraying a bunch of chemicals and trying to kill things that you're never gonna get rid of on this planet? You think you're gonna get rid of cockroaches? They were here when the dinosaurs were here. My friend Luca Puto's here. So this 8-pack is a great, you know what I love too, and this is the last thing I'll say, because I know I haven't let you talk yet, but I get excited about this. What I love about it is they start working the second you plug them in.
Yeah, instantly.
There's no waiting, baiting, none of that stuff.
None of that, no. I like to say that this is the easiest, it's the cleanest, it's the most humane way.
The lazy man's way.
The lazy man's way, and that's why I'm selling it. The easiest way to get rid of pests from your home, because it uses sound. I mean, if you think about it, of all the things that we could use, sound has got to be the easiest thing to do. This is essentially a tiny little speaker, and what it does is it outputs an ultrasonic sound wave. So it's a sound wave at a frequency higher than you can hear. So you won't hear it, your kids won't hear it, your dogs and cats won't hear it, okay? But rats, mice, ants, roaches, and spiders, they hear it. Now, we don't know what it sounds like to them. It could be fingernails on a chalkboard or a siren, but it makes them leave. It's disorienting, it's annoying, so they leave the area where these are in. And to your point, Guy, there's nothing you ever have to do once you plug these in, except sit back, relax, and enjoy the fact that you don't have pests anymore.
They work when you're on vacation.
They do.
Because you ever notice? Yeah. If you leave for a week and you come back, there's like 3 or 4 dead cockroaches in the floor. They're almost like, they're gone. Let's go out.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Snack on all the poison that they set out for us. Right. And then they die in the middle of your carpet. It's the only time you see them blatantly out front when you go away. Right. This works while you go away. This is like having solar lights that come on in your house when you're not there, right? But these work 24/7 around the clock. And as I said before, you know what's the solution I love about this is you're not harming the environment. Nope. You're not harming your pets. You're not harming your children. I mean, think about it too, and Lou will show you the different poisons that people use, and they do it with, listen, they do it because they're freaked out. And they're like, I gotta get rid of this. And you know, I don't wanna be a killer, but I gotta get rid of this. But a lot of problems with some of the ways that you bait and set traps is, guess what? Your job's not done.
Right, no, it's not done. Right? No, and see, this is the thing, because once you put out those traps, once you bait them and do all that, if you do kill something, somebody's got to get rid of the carcass that's left over. And if you can't find it, then you wind up with this horrible odor after just a short period of time. Now, if you look at what I've got in front of me, I always call this the table of death, because that's all this is, which is different ways to kill different things. So this is all stuff for ants, and if you look at this, there's a lot in here. Like, we spent quite a bit of money buying this, okay? But the problem with this stuff is, Guy, and as you know, as it wears off, they're just gonna come back. Right. You're gonna use more and more of this, and over time, you've got to spend more and more money buying this stuff. But the problem is that that's ant stuff. If I've got a roach problem, I gotta go out and spend even more money. So now I'm buying roach stuff because it's formulated differently. Same problems apply here. It wears off, they come back, you use lots of it, you've got to keep buying it. It's very expensive. If you have rats and mice, though, this is where it starts to get really crazy. Because with rats and mice, if you look at the green stuff, the most dangerous thing on this whole table is that right there. It's that green stuff.
It looks like spearmint.
It looks like spearmint. You know what it looks like? It looks like my dog's favorite little green chew toy.
Oh, yeah, the ones that are good for them.
You know what I'm talking about? The ones that are good for them? That's not good for them, okay? No. I don't want that around kids. I don't want it around my pets. And the thing is, as I mentioned earlier, if a rat or a mouse eats that, first of all, they're contaminated. So God forbid one of your pets gets into them, they're going to be contaminated too, meaning poisoned. But if they pass, they're usually gonna pass someplace where you can't find them. They're gonna die in a ceiling, a floor, somewhere like that. You're gonna get the smell. With the Bell & Howell Pest Repellers, okay, one thing that, I don't know if you noticed this, there's nothing on this table for spiders. These are effective against spiders and the ants and the roaches and the mice and the rats. All those things. And that's third-party independent laboratory testing. People always ask me, Guy, why did you only do, why can you only say these 5 things?
Yeah.
Because the testing is crazy expensive. Bell and Howell went out and they picked the 5 things that most of us are gonna have problems with and had it tested for those 5 things.
That spider.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and here's the thing. You know as well as I do, living in Florida, here in Wild Kingdom, some spiders are good spiders, some spiders are bad spiders.
Right.
I can't tell the difference, and I don't want to.
They're on me, they're all bad, bro.
Right.
You know what? If they're under the covers, they're all bad.
Oh, that's bad.
And I can tell you that. But no, you're right. But these are the only things we test them for.
Right.
We don't, these are the only things that we make claims for. But let me tell you, I don't see any bugs in my house. That's all I'm telling you. And if I see one, it's usually a dead one because I still have I have external pest control.
Sure, outside.
So one may have eaten it and comes inside, but I don't care about that. I'd rather see a dead one. But I have stepped on live cockroaches in the middle of the night, and they come out at night. They come out in the dark because they know that's the time to come out. They don't need to see anything. They have those little things on their heads so they can find stuff. They're survivors. They've been around for millions and millions and millions of years, like I said, like dinosaurs, because they have the ability to survive. They're an exoskeleton type of creature, and they have this way to get rid of their eggs before they die, so their young survives. It's awful. I won't get into all that, but I'm telling you, this is the best way to be able to take advantage of that. And I've said this to Lou, because we have other products that we sell here and offer to you that work on bugs. Sure. That I always suggest a multi-pronged attack. The most you can do. That's why I haven't gotten rid of my pest service. I just know that when I had my pest service, I was still seeing cockroaches, especially when it rained. Yeah. But here's what happens. This creates an unfriendly environment in your house. Right. It's unpleasant. It'd be like, let me just put it like this. Let's say you went out with your buddies and you were out all night till 2 o'clock in the morning. Right. And then you came home and there was a guy sitting inside your house with an air horn and just blasting it. You probably wouldn't go to bed that night. You'd probably go somewhere else, right? That's pretty accurate. That is pretty much what it feels like. It feels like an air horn to them, so they don't want to be there. And as I said to you before, I don't need to be a killer. No, you don't need to be. Well, and here's the thing, too. Think about it this way, and you mentioned this earlier. All of this stuff, this is all reactive. That means you've already got a problem. There's already an infestation. This is proactive because it's constantly working on your behalf. It's always there, day and night, 24/7, whether you're home or not. It's working for you. And if you're a landlord, you need some of these in all your rental properties. If you own a second property and you're not there all the time, put this there. If you have RVs, if you have boats, this is for you. But at the end of the day, proactive, reactive. This is gonna cost you a lot more money in the long run. And that's what I love about these, is that they're always working for me. I'm not sitting there having to babysit them. If you look at this one that we've got in front of us, it's so innocuous. Like, you would not even notice that that's plugged into a wall. The only way you know that it's working, quite frankly, is that little red LED right there. Every once in a while, you're gonna see that flash, boom. Yeah, and by the way, and this does double duty, because I've had more than one person say, is that part of your alarm system? Yeah. They think, because if somebody peeks in your windows and they see a blinking red light, they think it's an alarm. And I have an alarm system too, but I love that. I love that idea. Now, the only thing that we ask when you use these, don't put something in front of them. Like, don't put them up. Don't put a bed in front of them. Don't put a couch in front of them. They actually emit a sound, so the waves have to be projected around. So put it in an outlet that's open that you can see. That's why they made them look nice. Right. Rather than make them all bulky and all that stuff. Nope. And let me tell you something. If I see this in somebody's house, what does that tell you? It's telling me maybe I should probably get a hotel. Somebody's got a problem. And listen, and hey, let me tell you, I ran restaurants for years, and there were times where we used this until I said to everybody, I'm like, listen, I am not going to go and start cleaning these things out of here. And the glue traps, which are torture devices. They're horrible. So I couldn't stand that part of it. And this technology wasn't around when I was in the restaurant business back in like the late 80s and 90s and all that stuff. It wasn't around. This is technology that comes and helps us so much. And to Lou's point, you don't have to do anything other than plug it in. Nothing you have to do. It works while you're away. Yeah. Especially while you're away. And I will tell you this, and I know, you look and you think, that guy probably has never had a rat problem. Yes, I've had a rat problem. And it's because when I bought my house, the attic was not sealed properly. Sure. And I had rats up in the attic. And the only way I found that out was because the AC guy was up there fixing the air conditioning. That's what happened to me. I said, it's my AC. He goes, yeah, your AC is great. He goes, but you got a rat about that big living up there. Yeah. Lou, I almost died. I was like, really? I felt like, oh, what am I? You feel dirty when you hear that. I had the whole thing sealed, and you know something? I have not had a rat. I don't see cockroaches, and best of all, spiders. Because when you've had a spider crawl across your head like I had one night. Never sleep. You'll never sleep again. Anyway, 8-pack, in my opinion, it's the best deal. And here's here's a crew that you won't be hanging out with anymore. Oh, by the way, one last thing. If you do own a gerbil,
Yeah, or
Do not
hamster.
put it in a room with a gerbil.
Right.
Because a gerbil is a rodent and of the rodent family.
Right.
So you don't want to do that. Keep it separate. Don't plug it in there. Lou, good job.
Thanks, Guy.
Good to see you, buddy.
You too, man.
All right, stick around. We got more great household helpers right after this.